Welcome to Embrace Yourself. My name is Kim, and today I'd like to demonstrate an exercise using the magic circle, or also the circle of torture. Now, if you don't have one of these Pilates rings, I've included a link below because these are wonderful tools to help increase resistance in the work that you do without adding weight to the exercise. So let's get started. What we're going to do is take the ring and place it in between the thighs. So this is a little bit easier to start with it higher and closer towards your hips. And the reason I like this is to make sure that we feel good when we're doing the exercise. Then I like to lay back on my back, and what I'm going to do is just focus on squeezing the ring and releasing the ring. And then I squeeze the ring towards my midline and release. Not only is this a fantastic exercise for my inner thighs, but I'm also getting a huge amount of engagement out of my core. And that's what's so critically important, because we want to make sure that we are using a variety of muscles in our exercises. Now, if I want to make this a little bit more challenging, I can also go ahead and add my knees up to tabletop. And then I go ahead and I squeeze the ring and release. And as I'm doing it, I'm getting a lot of abs and a lot of inner thighs. Now, for those of you that want to amp up the challenge, you have a few options. You can either extend the legs towards the ceiling and continue to do the exercise with the ring in between your thighs, or you can take the ring lower towards your ankle. Now, I always tell people, if you have any kind of a knee or a hip issue, I like to have the ring closer to my midline, so I would not recommend doing this with the ring all the way down if you have a knee or a hip injury. But if you like, you're squeezing that ring, and I love to use the visual of, imagine that you've got ceiling tiles and you're trying to get to that line that's in between your ceiling tiles. So that's how tightly you're squeezing that ring. This is a fantastic exercise for the adductors, known as our inner thighs. So one other variation that you can do is just squeeze the ring and then start pulsing. You want to make sure that your feet, your knees, and your hips stay in alignment. So I'm lining up my second and third toes with those knees and the hips. Oh my gosh, you are going to love this exercise because it is so amazing for your inner thighs. So again, remember, you choose if you want the ring higher and closer towards your hips, or if you think you can handle it down in between the lower legs. And the big thing, the most important pieces are, make sure that you've got your hips, knees, and toes in alignment, and that you always focus on cinching that core. You're going to notice a huge difference in the tone in your legs by doing this exercise. All right, make sure, click subscribe on that YouTube channel, ding the bell so you're notified of upcoming videos, and I'll see you tomorrow.